definitely not use a big lead, honestly. I guess it is.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Alright. So I was sitting up. I was thinking about a quote, I guess, and really just thinking about a concept. Dang. But like the road less travel, bro. Like the Robert Frost quote. Like I didn't look it up, but if I were to go off the top of the dome, what I believe it to be is like
Enemy UAV overhead.
you know, two paths diverged, and I took the one less traveled by, and then like something along those lines. But as I take inference on my life, like I recognize that I've usually been in like a lot of situations to where I'm on a journey of my own. I was just trying to test that C4 out. I'm really just testing this class out, honestly. Like I made some little adjustments and seeing what we got. But a lot of times in my life, I've taken the path what I consider to be less traveled by. Um, just because I feel as if my goals have oftentimes not been aligned with others. Um, when you spend a lot of time with yourself, you begin to learn yourself. Um, if you're taking a road that's less traveled by, um, I think a lot of good and bad things. Or not good and bad, but just differences, I suppose. Like I was thinking about what it would be like to take a path that is less traveled, and usually when paths are traveled a lot, um, they usually, you know, it's a clear path set for you, because it's already been traveled. But when you try to travel a path that's never been traveled, you're entering uncharted territory almost. Um, and if it's less traveled, if it's not traveled at all, then you're gonna have to be the first one to carve that path out. And imagine how uncomfortable that's gonna be. Have you ever had to like clear brush out or anything along those lines
Enemy UAV overhead.
when you have to, take something down and create a new path? That's usually gonna be, excuse me. It's usually gonna be a pretty difficult thing to carve a new path, to create a new lane, and to travel a path that no one else is traveling. But I also believe there's like beautiful things along that path and along a journey in which others haven't went there. Um, I think when you're willing to go somewhere that others aren't willing to go to, you can get unique results. Um, Unique results. I really thought that was somebody. But that is. Yeah, when you're willing to travel a path that others aren't traveling, I'd imagine that you would get much different results. At least for myself, when I've taken a path that someone else isn't on, I've gotten much different results. Um, I've also noticed that you have a lot of pushback when you do things that aren't perceived as uh, like on the path almost, really, you know, and it's kind of funny because like we're all on our own personal paths. We all have very very unique experiences in lives, and I mean, wow. In a lot of ways, how could someone even really know what it is that what your path should look like? So if you are on a path that is one that seems unfamiliar to many, especially if you are on one that seems to feel right, your intuition tells you it's right, and then I would say at that point it's like when you just have to find encouragement along that path, along that journey. Just chilling over here. And like I said, if you're traveling on a path that is, it's never been traveled, you're going to find gems, and I think that's something that I definitely have experienced in my personal life. Because just, you know, going through the deliberate studying that I go through, and just being as intentional as I am, paying attention in the ways that I do, like I find that I'm able to like, you know, just intake a lot of information, learn a lot of things, and just really grow in a lot of different ways just because I'm doing stuff that people have never, you know, or not never, but, you know, doing things that people aren't doing. Because if you're taking a path that isn't travel, it's the reason why it's not travel. Either it's too hard or, you know, no one's seen it or something. It's a reason why that path isn't traveled. So I couldn't see for the little things over there. But yeah, it's a reason why that road isn't traveled. So if you're embarking on, you know, that journey, if you are taking that path, you have to expect that that was one of the worst plays ever. That was just garbage. You have to expect that that path is gonna have some very difficult, you know, and rough spots, and to remember to just appreciate the path that you are on, because you are the one on that path for a specific reason.
30 seconds.
You know, I definitely feel that
Time's up. Get moving.
there are things that I believe are like missions that are they are like my specific missions, things that I must do within my own personal lifetime. And I don't know. It's an interesting concept to go somewhere where others aren't. It's a very interesting concept. I'm gonna keep this one short, and I'm gonna just keep it at this gameplay. And yeah, just kind of throwing that out there as I, you know, find on that idea. Dang, I came in late and still placed. What's good? Oh, well, fourth, I guess that's not placing for real, but when I started the game, it was like 8 kills. But yep,